Hi, welcome back everyone, Ignat here. This is gonna be my attempt to make a quick short video or quick review on this immersion heater. Yeah, it's the same kind that you normally find. It's designed actually to be inserted into a cup. I already have a long video on this of how I reached this point, but this is just a quick review. Oh yeah, Bubbles, do your thing. This is so the whole setup now. Currently 10.5 amps is being drawn from this battery down there. Air curtains is just there to ensure that the dust doesn't get into the vent slots. The one right there. This is the old, I call it the 2 amp pulse width modulation controller. The reason for that, it doesn't receive currents higher than 2 amps for the MOSFETs at the back of this controller gets warm. I know it looks sketchy, it's functional. So how the setup looks here, we have what you call it, 10 amp fuse. I actually upgraded it from the 7.5 amp and this rock type fuse. It's 5 amperes, 12 volts. This is just to keep this 12 volt socket. Ooh, it's a bit warm. Maybe insert like a PSU CPU fan in the top. Maybe if it's a dedicated setup. In this way, it won't burn or anything because this is the highest on the simple power meter of mine that I actually get to see a steady 10 volts at 10.3 amps. So power from I'll show you the setup outside. I do make some adjustment just so I can accommodate this. Oh, look at that. Another sight for sore eyes. The goal, as I mentioned in that video, it will have hopefully its dedicated playlist immersion heater. So if you're interested in more details on that, you can watch it at your own leisure time. So the main battery bank is currently 12.5 amps. Power amps from the panel to the west, amps in blue, panel from the east. This one down here doesn't have its own form or measure of meter, but these cables, I'm sure you recognize them. It's the one you normally find inside extension power leads like this. Like in this case, this one is rated for 10 amps at 250 volts. It's roughly, or max to 2200. Okay, but this is some of them. I think it's 2.5 milliampere multi-thread cable inside. Something similar to this. So 3 panels in a nutshell to help keep the voltage at, because if it touches 12, let me try and adjust the brightness in the background so you can see what I see. Give me a few seconds. I think that should be clear. 12.4. Ooh, I need to turn it off and then hit the pause button because I'm still trying this out, and then I'll wait a bit so the volts get back to 13.6 amps. I mean 13.6 volts, and then once it reaches that voltage, and I'll manually switch it on again. So far I didn't even look at the timer. Yes, 28. So for about 32 minutes on and off, on and off. I'm actually doing laundry now with one of those automatic washing machines, so I'm keeping an eye on that and an eye on this. So let me quickly take you outside and wrap this video up. This is a whole trusty 15 watt panel. I'll give you a better view moments from now. Late autumn, early winter, misty clouds up in the sky. That's 50 watt panel towards the west, 50 watt panel to the east. There's 30 watt panel. I actually wanted in the place of the 15 watt panel. So this is hooked up to the main bank, and then this one to the storage area where the LEDs supposedly or plans to have it keep it lit at night. So bringing this video to a wrap, I'll have it switched on the system, the load to activate the load again to start boiling. That's about 1 liter of water. I don't know what that is in gallons for you folks in the States. So yeah, this is how it is. I'm still testing out, and as you noticed at the end of the cable right there below the 15 watt panel, it's one of those it's what's called a blanket. It's not a blanket technically, it's like an aluminium foil, some bubbles and plastic. It's nice reflective because if these copper cables are kept cool, they conduct electricity a lot better than compared to when it's hot. So to wrap it up, I'm very impressed with this little immersion heater. It's didn't even show the package that it came in. This is what the specs in essence read: 12 volt, 120 watt. Let me turn this on. As initially it will peak at 11.4. Of course the radio is on in the background, but it draws very little power. It's now 13.2, and let me also start this timer on the phone. Okay, there we go. I'm out a few seconds, but I'm just counting. So a 12 volt socket is cool. So I think this is one of the quickest videos I've ever made. So let me just get rid of that ticking in the background. This USB fan is one of my oldies. It's powered by this reclaimed power bank. My brother, future-in-law, actually gave this to me, and because I had to unplug this, because remember these cables I'm still testing out this the amp rating. Of course this thing is cool. This rarely ever gives me any problems, this connection. So 1.2 coming from the west, from the east, and let me shift this out of the sun. So thank you for watching this quick video, or quick few weeks, or I'm a bit out with the calendar. I'll be enjoying. So in that video I also mentioned that this has the potential, if I boil a liter of water every day for 30 days, that's a potential of up to 6.9 units of energy saved a month. Of course, the rates here in Bandung, it's 1.69 bucks municipal rating. That's the one we're going with, and then there's the other one that is charging at 2.49 bucks Namibian. So going solar one step at a time. So it's back to 12.6 at a time. But let me have my fun, and thank you for watching this quick 12.6. Bye guys. Welcome back everyone. This is just an add-on to the video, and I noticed I made some mistakes. Okay, it's now 12.4 volts. I originally had this, just switch off. Originally had this set to 1 hour during the experimenting with this immersion heater. I actually removed the device and got rid of the bubbles by shaking it a few times and then starting it again. So multitasking is definitely not my strong point. So I added an extra 20 minutes. So this is roughly 40 minutes. So the time it took to boil this water is roughly 1 hour, 4 minutes, few seconds, give or take. So switch it off. It's drawing normal power. I actually had the set to 14.5. Of course, that's not the float, because at least for this controller, that's the only thing I can adjust, the float. I made this adjustment in the last, say when I added the 20 minutes. So it's off. Let me remove this. Enjoy some. I'm not crazy. It still feels a bit warm. Hey. Let me turn this upside down. I know it's keyboard, mouse, electronics in the background, but the time is coming when I'll have the official one. Oh, it doesn't really boil the water, but it's hot enough for me to do this, because for me it's kind of dumb to push water all the way up to, sorry about that, 100 degrees Celsius, then wait for the temperature to drop down to a limit where it doesn't burn my throat. The excess I will definitely add to the flask. That video that I promised, it will come out in the next few days. Time has really not been my friend the past few weeks, but this video together with that video will be under one playlist, and if something comes up or any of kind viewers like yourself want me to elaborate a bit more on this video or any of the other videos or regarding this immersion heater, I will definitely make of another follow-up or something to take care of your curiosity. So I'll be enjoying this together with these rusks. Happy Sunday, everyone. And before, okay, so now the volts is resting at 13.2 volts. 0.6 is coming from the 50 watt panel from the west. From the east, I don't want to make fun of this controller, but it definitely helped out. Yeah, at least with the 15 watt coming through this panel, it allowed me to, or in this case, it helped stabilize the voltage a bit. You know, when you trial and error things, you results. I'm honestly pleased with this. I'm really pleased with it. So I, in the future, will definitely get either the 24 volt one or maybe another one of this. So this has been the review of this 12 volt immersion heater, and of course let me start with this project now. Yeah, peace.